Please be seated in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, now and ever, the ages of ages. Amen. We celebrate today the consecration of the cathedral dedicated to St. George, the trophy bearer and holy, glorious, great martyr in Lydda. He had left instructions with his servant when he knew that he was going to be martyred in Nicomedia, that he wanted his relics to be returned to his home in Lydda. And it took some years for it to take place, but because he had become such a celebrated saint of the church, they built a cathedral church to house his relics in Lydda. And so we celebrate that today, both the consecration of the church and the translation of his relics. We also celebrate today three saints of Persia. It was during a period when King Sapor decided to persecute Christians because they were not worshiping the fire the way the religion of Persia had been. And there was an elderly bishop in his 80s who was a gentle man and was a kindly man and took care of the poor. And a small child one day said to him, "This head is not going to stay on your shoulders." And when he was arrested, his servant said, "What are we going to do with your house?" And he said, "I no longer have need of this house because I am moving to a house in heaven." And he was subsequently tortured and beheaded. And they also arrested his priest, Joseph, and his deacon, Ithalus. And they were, as tortured, they were buried up to their necks in sand and finally beheaded. And where they were buried, a mulberry tree grew up that became a place of healing for centuries to come. And so in the case of George the trophy bearer, in the case of Ithalus, Septimus, and Joseph, their willingness to be loyal to Christ even to death with no fear sets an example for us that we do not have to be afraid of the bump in the road called death if we live in this life close to God, because it will only be a bump in the road when this body stops, but our soul and our heart close to the Lord goes on. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, now and ever.